Hey, hey. Um, it is good to see everyone. I'm so excited to talk to you guys tonight. So, I just want to talk to you guys a little bit about my experience sharing the gospel, sharing my faith this semester and last semester. So, when I found out I was coming to Boston, coming to BU, um, I was told this narrative that Boston is a place that's very spiritually dead, hostile to Christianity, very little Christian community. And I found since being here that that narrative is extremely unhelpful. And it just kind of extinguished my boldness to want to share the gospel. So when I got here, I was really scared about sharing my faith, mostly scared about just being judged and losing any potential friends that I was making. But at the same time, I knew that God called me and Christians to share our faith, share my faith with others and spread the gospel. So I just started by praying and asking God to give me boldness and open doors, give me opportunities to share the gospel. And I don't think I really fully understood what I was asking because very, very quickly after I asked for that, God gave me so many opportunities to share my faith and have conversations with people about faith. So I was having conversations pretty often about faith, which is awesome. But I want to share a story about pretty recently a situation I had with some of my friends. So I was watching a movie with two of my non-Christian friends. We were watching Sister Act. I don't know if anyone's seen it. Great movie. Pretty much, there's this singer. She has to go into witness protection. They put her in a nunnery, so she can hide. And so there's a lot of nuns. That's the whole thing. And one of my friends went to Catholic school. So she was saying how she wasn't a huge fan of the nuns. She had a lot of experience with it. They were strict, not very nice. Wasn't a fan. So when the movie ended, I was like, "Hey, tell me more. Tell me more about like growing up going to Catholic school. What was that like? That just sounds super interesting to me. I would love to hear about it." So she told me about it, was talking about the nuns. Again, not a fan. They were very strict, not very understanding. And so then I was like, that is so interesting because I'd never really met anyone who went to Catholic school. And then I was like, all right, guys, can I just really quick geek out about Jesus and the Bible because this is so cool? And so then I started talking about Jesus and the Pharisees because it kind of seemed very similar to me, the nuns and the Pharisees in this instance. So I was talking about how Jesus, the very religious people in his day, the Pharisees, he was not a fan of them, not a fan at all, called them out all the time, and did not support them. And they, the very religious people, um, were the ones who killed Jesus, right? They turned him over to be crucified. They were the ones who turned him over in the end. And my other friend, was shocked. She was so shocked by this. She was like, wow, that is crazy. I've never heard anyone talk about this or say this when I've heard people talking about Christianity. And so we talked a little more. They had a few questions. We talked it out. Um, and then after we were done talking, the friend who went to Catholic school said, I have never met a Christian who gets as excited about Jesus and the Bible as you do. And it's so cool to see. And that hit me so, so hard because I was like, honestly, that's really sad. Um, it just made me really sad. And I was like, all Christians should be this excited about Jesus and how amazing he is and the amazing things he's done for us. And just kind of, he was a really awesome, cool person who's really interesting to learn about. Um, so that just hit me. And it was just an awesome opportunity to be able to share the gospel and faith with them from just like watching a movie. It was awesome. But I just want to leave you guys with a few things um, going into this, sharing your faith. So I would start by praying, right? Just asking God to open doors, give you opportunities, give you boldness to do this because it can be scary. And then also ask questions through your conversations with the people you're talking to. Ask them questions, be interested in what they have to say. Ground your conversations around Jesus's life and his character. Can't go wrong there. We'll never go wrong with talking about Jesus. Can't do it. He's awesome. And then also be gentle in your boldness, right? We want to approach these conversations with gentleness, but also with boldness. So yeah, that's my story. If anyone has more questions, feel free to message me.